Well, as kids head back to school, safety, of course, is always a top of mind for families, whether it's in classrooms or after-school programs. Making sure that kids have a safe place to go is key. And joining us this morning to discuss what to do if you suspect your child is not safe in school is our 9 News legal expert, Whitney Traylor. And Whitney, we're not talking about just safety in regards to a school bully. We're talking about some serious criminal activity here.
Yes.
So there's, of course, an increase in educators in the U.S. being arrested on child sex crimes, with the majority of those involving crimes against students. What is behind this increase?
Yeah, that's an interesting issue, and I think last year there were almost 350 educators that were arrested for child-related sex crimes. And so a lot of people, there's a lot of scholarship on this, and I did my research, and they're saying that, one, it's increased awareness related to like the Me Too movement. Of course, there's a lot of underreporting, but now there's so many different venues, safe to tell. There's both state and federal options for students and other people to report it. So that's where we're seeing an increase as well. But they say there's access and lack of boundaries is one issue. Social media and technology. When I went to school, I saw the teachers till 3 o'clock and didn't see them till the next day.
Right.
And now there's a lot of communication that has to happen with the technology, and they say it can quickly get inappropriate. Systemic issues. Some experts are saying permissive school cultures and inadequate discipline of teachers, because some of these crimes have been committed by folks who had repetitive issues, whether they were actually crimes or whether they were sort of leading up to it. And then, of course, teachers are younger now. You have sometimes 22-year-old teachers teaching 17, 18, 19, even 19-year-olds in some instances.
Yeah, okay. So what are some of the crimes that some of these teachers are being convicted of?
Well, there's a lot. There's contributing to the delinquency of a minor, sexual assault, and then sexual assault by a person in a position of trust, sexual exploitation of children. A lot of it related to the internet sexual exploitation, which is encouraging students to show themselves or to act in a sexual manner, if you will. And then, of course, statutory rape, which is the age of consent is 17. So, and there's some nuance to that in terms of the age difference, but under 17, they're saying a child can't consent. They don't have the mental capacity to do so. So that's statutory rape.
We've seen our state pass laws to try to help prevent this from happening and protect these kids. We know that it's required now that there's mandated reporting. Talk to us about that.
The mandatory reporting is very extensive, and this is in the state laws, and there's a number of different laws, but you'd be surprised who has to actually mandatory report, not just sexual assault, but neglect or abuse of a child. So, of course, a physician, a medical examiner, but there's dentists, a veterinarian, public or private school employees or officials, peace officers, even pharmacists have to report. And there can be, if you report in good faith, you are immune from civil or criminal liability, because of course that's an issue that people are concerned about. And the mandatory reporting is required for those who are fall under a mandatory reporter. They have to do so immediately. And so if they wait, then there can be consequences in that regard as well.
Look, I want to ask one question. We're about out of time, but if you're a parent, there are so many things that are so beyond your control that you can't see your child engaging in. I mean, what are you to do if you suspect that a teacher is engaging inappropriately with your kid?
Well, the first thing is to definitely report it, talk to the school about it. But, there's a lot of scholarship regarding making it safe for the students. So they say don't make accusations, don't appear shocked or make it a big deal. Just really try and listen to them. Don't vilify the potential perpetrator, because a lot of these students understandably are scared to report it. It's confusing. They don't know if they've done something wrong. So they also encourage the parents to know what the mandatory reporting is, to know the criminal background requirements of the school, to actually really go and understand what the school's policies are, and then they can report it to law enforcement or to the school, or there's numbers they can call on the Safe to Tell. And if you just do, if there's folks out there who have some concerns about that, a basic Google search will bring up so much information, both state and the FBI. April was Child Protection Awareness Month. Yes, correct. And so they did an extensive resource. There's a number of resources out there as a result of that. So a basic internet search will give you a lot of information.
It is scary hearing that, though.
Yes, for sure.
Whitney,
Yep.
thank you very much. We appreciate it.